Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, I'm Makiyah Michelle. Today we have another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my updated makeup routine. Recently, my makeup has just been hitting and sitting a little bit differently, so I decided to tell you guys what I've been doing to get such a flawless base. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Hey y'all, I'm so excited to get into this video, y'all. We need to get into this makeup because one thing about it, the makeup routine has been hitting, okay? And this makeup has been sitting. So let me show y'all. I need to start off with my brows just because they're looking a little bit nuts. It's been a minute since I got them done, so I'm just gonna fill them in lightly. One thing I have not been doing recently is concealing my brows at all. I just fill them in. So fill them in, I'm using my e.l.f. brow pencil. This has been my fave for so long. I'm always using this on my brows. I just lightly fill them in. For me, I personally like my brows to look close together, and they're kind of not naturally, so I start off like right here doing a little bit of shading, and then I use the spoolie side of the brow pencil to blend it out. But I just like the close, like I like long brows, you know what I mean? So I always do it that way, and then I just lightly fill in sparse areas, define the shape on the bottom a little bit. Nothing too crazy at all. I just continuously brush through them to soften out the lines that I'm placing with the brow pencil, and also to get a better idea of where I need to fill in more. Damn, I said also like I was about to say something like a revolutionary, like yes, and you want to do this, like this is a good tip. That's how I just said also, just to say something that everybody know already, like bro. Now, as you can see, my skin is moisturized and prepped for makeup. We're all ready to go. I'm just going to go ahead and apply some primer. Sometimes a heavy moisturizer is enough for some people, but because I really want to make sure my makeup sticks, I go in with a primer, and I'm using my Milk Hydro Grip Primer today. This is a really good primer. I've been using it for like 2 years now. 2 years? Yes! I started using it literally on my 17th birthday. Like, I had just bought it for my 17th birthday. Y'all, I'm not sure if you guys... Wait, 17th or 18th? Oh, it was my 18th birthday, so it's been a year. For my 18th birthday, I had COVID. I actually vlogged that whole thing. I had COVID on my 18th birthday, and I was doing my makeup to, like, you know, make me feel better, still feel like it's my birthday or whatever. I was in the house. I did my makeup, and I had the Milk setting spray as well. I dropped it. The whole thing spilled out on my white carpet. Mind you, that was my first day ever using it. So I never really got to enjoy that, the setting spray because I had just got it that week. And then, yeah, it was a goner. I cried. I actually did. I always focus my primer on my problem areas. I'll put it all over my face, but I put a little bit extra in places like my smile lines, places where I get a lot of texture, which is usually for me, like I get patchiness underneath my eyes sometimes. So I always focus it in those areas. Oh, and it just adds to the skin, baby. Yeah, skincare routine on the way. Alright y'all, we gotta go in with some foundation now because, bruh, we need a flawless base. So today I'm using my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is in the shade Maria. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it, baby. It'll be in the description box down below. I don't use too much because I'm not a heavy foundation type of girl, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Ooh, why does the shade look a little bit off? It looked a little bit off on camera, but I promise you it's gonna blend in and it's gonna look fine, okay? Anyways, I just lightly tap it all over my face. You see the motions that we're using? Tap and swipe at the same time, so it's just like this. When putting on foundation, I always focus it in the perimeter of my face. This foundation is pretty full coverage, but you can get a lighter coverage if you don't use too much. Now that our foundation is all blended, we can get into concealer. Y'all know my all-time favorite is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Cookie. This is such a perfect shade for me, especially when it comes to highlighting. I love a bright under eye. Okay, I'm one of those girls. I love a bright under eye, so I love this shade. And the finish, the texture, everything of this concealer is just chef's kiss. One thing about it, I'm gonna put my girls on to the best. I don't use a lot, but I'm just gonna dab it right here. And in my outer corner, it's super full coverage, so you don't need a lot. But for my under eye, I'm just gonna go like this. Now, to blend out my concealer, I am using a clean and damp beauty blender, okay? It's 2023. I don't wanna see the girls using a dirty, dry beauty blender on my timeline. One thing about it, if you want flawless makeup, girl, get up, wash, clean, and dampen that beauty blender. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out. And with the concealer in my inner corner, I drag it down my nose bridge. Not actually drag. we're just gonna pat it down my nose bridge, because that's gonna help us when we want to contour our nose a little bit later, especially because I don't like harsh contour on my nose. Okay guys, so I always like to go back and forth with how much concealer I need. I don't like to just put a whole bunch at once because this concealer is really full coverage and it can get really heavy super fast. So I like to see, is it as bright as I want it or is it not? For me, it's not. So I'm gonna apply a little bit more and then blend that out on top of the concealer we already have placed. And just because, like I told y'all, I love a bright under eye. So let's just go like this. Okay, this is how I like my under eye. Now when it comes to highlighting other areas of my face, I always just take what's left over on my beauty blender because I don't care to highlight the other parts of my face as much as I care about my under eye. And also, like I said, a little bit of this concealer goes a long way, so I'll just take it, tap it down my nose and places I want to highlight. Now I'm going to leave my under eye alone for a little bit and we're going to move on to cream contouring. So to cream contour, I use my black opal foundation stick. This is in the shade Beautiful Bronze. And I'm just going to go ahead and carve out my cheeks a little bit. You don't need a lot of this at all. I know sometimes we see girls dragging it all the way down here. That's not necessary for me and the look that I go for. So I just put a little dash like right underneath my cheekbone. I always went a little bit higher up just because I like that lifted look to my face. We're just gonna go ahead and blend that softly. Again, making sure that when we're blending, we're not dragging it down. I want that lifted look. Now taking an eyeshadow brush, I'm just gonna tap on the foundation stick and tap it along my nose, focusing it in this upper part of my nose bridge. And now I'm gonna drag it down with a very soft hand. Using my beauty blender, I'm just going to reintroduce that concealer to the middle part of my nose, just in case any of it was lost in the cream contouring process. Because I like that bright look to my highlight, I always go for a yellow toned powder, and I'm going to use my Ben Nye powder today to set my concealer now that we've let it sit for a while. Just going to go back in and blend out any creases that might have happened while I was doing the rest of my makeup real quick. To make sure that we're not setting creases in place, okay? You don't want to do that. So make sure it's blended before you go ahead and set. We're gonna do a cute tap tap, blow it off, and use what's left to set our under eye. Now I'm gonna go along my contour on my nose. And I'm also gonna put some powder on my other places that I concealed and highlight. Oh, girl, that was crooked. Hold on. We want it in the middle of the nose, not the side. It's okay. We'll fix it in a second. But, baby, now it's giving wider. I don't like that. The other areas I want to highlight that I was super light with concealer on, we're going to put some powder on them. Smile lines. My smile lines always crease, so they definitely need some powder. And I also like to go underneath my cream contour with some powder, just to sharpen it and get some more definition. But I don't like a harsh line, so I go really soft with this. Y'all, the key word in my makeup routine is seamless. So like I said just now, I do not like any harsh lines in my makeup. Unless I'm doing a cut crease, there is no need for everything to be super, super sharp, okay? I do not like harsh lines. It's just not my vibe. It's not my thing, okay? So as you can see, I put powder on places that I did not cream contour. But if we don't set that cream contour, it's going to slide around and literally your contour is going to look a mess by the end of the day. It's going to be muddy looking. You don't want that, so we have to set it. But the reason why I put that powder on first is so that when I go ahead and set my cream contour and I'm blending it out, it kind of blends out that harsh line that may have happened with the powder as well. I personally use a bronzer when I'm setting my cream contour because I like everything to look a little bit warm and not cool tone. So I use a bronzer. This is my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Cocoa Naughty. It's been my favorite for a long time now. I think I got it during its first drop. Like, that's how long I've been using it for. But we're gonna go ahead and set. I'm using some circular motions to kind of blend out that line from when I put powder underneath my contour. And it's just gonna help warm up our face and blend out some of those lines. We like to use them on our forehead because our forehead's kind of big. I'm also going to use an eyeshadow brush with some of this bronzer to go down my nose. And this one I said will fix the fact that I widened it out with some powder. And I'm just going to go further into my nose to combat that. As you can see, the nose is back to being skinny and snatched, okay? I'm not saying that's a must. You don't need a skinny snatched nose. Do not let them tell you that. You do not need that. But, you know, on my face I think it's kind of cute, so. Get into it. Now taking this little tapered brush, it's a pretty fluffy brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend away any excess powder and some circular motions to make sure everything is blended and soft. Now it's about that time for me to go in with some blush. For blush, I like to use eyeshadow because I think you could just play around with the colors you want so much more and really get a look or color that matches your face, skin tone, and just pairs well with you. So I use some eyeshadow. Today the eyeshadow palette I'm using is the Box of Crayons palette from the Crayon Case. I'm just taking this pink shade right here. It's like the perfect bubblegum pink. Blow it off because it's pigmented. And I'm putting it in the high point of my face and my cheekbone right here. It just adds to that lifted look. Sometimes I put too much and it gives clown and I have to take some powder and dust it over it, but today we're gonna be careful. Girl, okay, hair on my face, like, get out of here. Uh-oh. Did I take it too far? Now, a lot of you guys know I have recently been on a lash journey, not trying to wear falsies, strips, extensions, all of that might pull out my natural lashes. So I've been staying away from falsies, so I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my natural lashes and put some mascara on top so that they don't get lost in the sauce, okay? We don't want our lashes lost in the face just because we're not wearing falsies. So I really try to make them look as good as they can by curling them and putting some mascara on. For mascara today, I'm using my L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara. Lashes are all curled. Yeah, okay. My lashes are growing in, okay. They never gave bald-headed eyes, no. It looks so good. And I have longer lashes in my outer corner. It's giving cat eye. It's giving cat eye lash extensions, yeah. That's what I like to see. Oh my God. Y'all, these lashes, I'm so excited. I used to be bald-headed by the eyes, like, girl. Are you crazy? But you know, I like some drama on my eyes, so I need like Baddies West on my eyes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take some black liner and do a tight line on, is that what it's called? They be calling it a tight line, like a rope. That lash line right there, I'm gonna put some eyeliner. I actually need a new black liner because the one I use kind of sucks. So feel free to comment your fave down below. I like to use setting spray before I do my lips. Sometimes I switch this around, but for the most part, I like to do setting spray first. And I'm gonna go ahead and take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish setting spray. Yeah, I ate that. For lips, I'm using my NYX This Is Milky Lip Gloss in the shade Milk and Honey, and I'm going to line with my NYX eye pencil in the shade Dark Brown. Yes, eye pencil, okay? Sometimes setting spray can make my face look a little bit too dewy, so I just go in with some powder and dust it on my face where I think I look a little bit too shiny. And this is our makeup. We have now reached the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below, and if you're new, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my new content. And with that being said, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.